Good evening. Good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the Stagger Inn here. Just checking that this is all working. Welcome back to the Stagger. And the sound, I can hear myself, so it must be working. Oh, turn that bit off. Make sure that's working. Sound, I can hear myself, so it must be working. Right, okay, lovely to see you all on. Although you can't see me yet, can you? That's because we've got to get rid of that and scare you on with this one. Oh! Yes, scary. I need to turn my phone on silent as well, as it's going to keep pinging all night. Great, we have made it. We are back at the Stagger Inn after a month off. And I hope you're all doing well. It's been fantastic weather here in Edinburgh tonight. Today up to 24 degrees, which I've not seen for a long time. And it's amazing how good the weather makes you feel when it's sunny and all the flowers start blooming and the grass can get cut and you water your plants in baskets. It's an amazing feeling. It's summer is on the way, and it certainly makes everyone feel a lot more happier, doesn't it? Good to have you on anyway. Tonight, malt of the month is Highland Park, if anyone is interested in partaking in a malt of the month. Now, I'm not sure that Gary's about. Come on, Tiger. Come on in. Open your chair. Come on. Come on. Come on, everyone's waiting on you. It's no me they're here for, it's you. Come on. Pinch here. Come on, up. Come on, up. There you go. Star of the show, there he is, the boss himself. Tiger, just arriving, bang on time, just in time for the start of the show. He's going to give you a few songs tonight. The whiskers are going, the whiskers are going. Anyway, we're going to have a good night, lots of music, and for those that are interested in the Stagger Inn social weekend, we're going to do 2 sets of music, and then we'll give you all the information so that you can get your emails in if you wish to partake in an adventure to Scotland and Perth to the lovely Salutation Hotel. So we'll give everyone time to get in, and if you are in a position that you can share the video, then please do, so that it makes everyone can get tuned in and listen to the music. So, off we go. Set of reels. The boss is here. I'm here. Rock and roll. Is that right? Eh? Rock and roll. Right, where are we starting? There we go, just making sure it's all working. So we'll do one more track and then we'll give you all the information on what you need to do if you'd like to come to this next Stagger In social weekend, which is Easter weekend. It's always Easter weekend each year, which makes it a bit easier for us all to remember, including myself, because I'm getting older, you know. I actually forgot how old I was the other day, and someone asked how old I was, and I said I'm 35, when, well, I'm not 35, not quite yet. So I think everyone's nearly here that's wanting to be here for the beginning, so that's great. Good to see Anne. Anne's tuned there in Eyemouth. We've got Peggy telling everyone that wants to go to the Stagger Inn. You'll get the information in a minute, Peggy, and everyone just sends Mum an email, and then we get the rooms booked, so hopefully they can all email at the right time, and then it's done on first order. But I'll tell you all the information in a minute. Tom and Helen Smith tuned in from a sunny Keswick. Lovely. Deanston is my flavour. Helen is working on the programme for her birthday next month. Looking forward to that. And I'm sure you'll have a great time. Old Grumpy, good evening to all the staggers from a beautiful evening in Dumfries. That's fantastic, Dumfries, nice weather. But Shetland is cloudy. It's all foggy and cloudy. So hopefully the sun will be working its way up to you. I feel like Callum McCall here, but the sun will be working its way up to the people in wonderful Shetland, and tomorrow in Shetland it will be 25 degrees, which would be fabulous. Right, here's a set of marches. Stop waffling on, Ewan. Hey, stop waffling on. Stop waffling on. Try to get my seat to go lower. Okay, Stagger In social weekend for those that are ready. Right, so next year we have our Stagger In weekend. It's on Easter weekend, which is in April next year, and the dates are the 18th to the 21st of April. So if you've got your pen and paper ready, feel free to write as many notes as you wish. To give you a general idea of the weekend, it's a social weekend with dancing, fun and friendship, and we all meet on Friday night for a fun night, and we have a fun raffle, a mixture of progressive dances to mix up the evening and get everyone to know each other and meet each other, and we enjoy ourselves. We have lots of fun, and maybe a slosh and a few other things, especially for Grant the slosh. Saturday morning, for those that are interested in Scottish country dancing, we have a Scottish country dance session in the morning for about 2 hours. And then we have lunch, which you can find your own lunch and enjoy yourself in Perth. In the afternoon we have an old time dance session, and on Saturday night we have a grand dance with the 6-piece band and a dinner in the ballroom. So you get your breakfast on Saturday morning, Sunday morning and Monday morning, because it's a free night stay, and you get your evening meals on the Saturday night and the Sunday night. On the Sunday morning we usually have a wee surprise lined up of some sort, and Sunday afternoon we have a fantastic Ceilidh session. And then Sunday evening, before we part, we really just let our hair down, have a last burst of energy, and we do some fancy dress. Optional, you don't have to, but it's good fun and it's good to get involved, and it just makes it an extremely enjoyable, fun night. And we do a mixture of dancing over the whole weekend. We do old time, Ceilidh and country dance, and there's 1 or 2 wee sequence ones popped in over the weekend as well. The place that we stay at is the Salutation Hotel, which is in Perth. It's a lovely hotel. It's the oldest hotel in Scotland, going back many hundreds of years, and it's very unique. It's got some nice rooms in it, and the staff at the Salutation are absolutely fantastic. Next to nothing, you cannot beat them. Anything that you want, they will do it for you, and we've always been really well looked after. Over the course of the evening, we raise money for various charities, and so far we've raised over £6,000. And I can tell you before we announce next year's price that on the Saturday night I had it from Lorna and Gillian from the Edinburgh Dog and Cat Home that the fundraising night on the Saturday of the last Stagger In weekend raised a tremendous £907 for the Edinburgh Dog and Cat Home, which is fantastic. And when I went to see the cats and dogs, it just proved how important that the money that we donated to them is, and it was very, very hard to come away without a pal for Tiger, but he's quite happy that I didn't. So thank you very much for everyone for that. Anyone that ordered merchandise over the weekend, I can tell you also that that has now arrived and will be posted out to you next week, which is fantastic. So going back to the weekend, we have a very limited single rooms, we have twin rooms and we have double rooms. And what we require from you is an email, which I'll give you the email address in a minute, to let Mum know, who's sitting at the other end of the computer with her pen and paper. She needs to know whether you require a single room, a twin room or a double room. If you can share with someone, take a twin room, it's always a bit more chance of getting to attend the weekend. I'll just unpin that message there. It's £75 per person, non-refundable deposit, because that's what we have to do to secure the hotel and the rooms. And the total cost for the free night stay and all the dancing and food over the weekend is £325. That's 325. So for those who were at the last weekend, you'll know this. So if you can email Mum if you'd like to go, the email address is, are you ready? Stand by. Pamela Galloway 18@gmail.com, and I'll just quickly write that in the chat so that you can all see it. There we go, that's the email popped up there for you. So if anyone does wish to attend the Easter weekend, the social weekend for the Stagger In gathering next year, please do send a message to Mum. with your name, what room you require, and she'll not get back to everyone tonight. She'll collate all the emails in the order that they come in, and then she'll allocate the rooms. And we do it that way every year, so it's as fair as possible, and it allows everyone a chance to go. Because last year, some people might not have got a chance to go, but this year they might get the chance to go. And I think that's the only fairest way that we can do it. So we look forward to your company for the next Stagger In social weekend. I've got a couple of other dates for you. I'm going to give you them all later on because we're here to listen to some music as well and enjoy yourself. So, cheers everyone. Here's to the next Stagger In social. Now, it's Old Grumpy's birthday. I believe I just seen a message pop up. It flew past the screen and I got asked to play something for him. So, wishing you happy birthday, Old Grumpy, in the YouTube lounge. And here is a set of 2/4 marches starting with one of your favourite tunes, The Bonkin' Hills. Yes, if you can, just email Mum with which book. I cannot get my words right tonight at all. I'm surprised that I actually managed to get all the information for the Stagger In weekend in the right order as well. But hopefully I have. I've not had any messages to say I've missed anything out, so that's a bonus. Right, I don't know if Mary's on tonight, but I'd just like to say a very special thank you to Mary up there in Orkney. Mary sent me a wonderful gift the other day, and it's the perfect size, and it's a wee glass, and it's hard to read if you've not got a background, but I'm hoping that you'll be able to see that. But perfect for the Stagger Inn. Need whiskey, right? Meow. And set of Tiger's whiskies. And the nice thing about it is it's the same colour as Tiger. See, it's a similar colour. So thanks, Mary. I will enjoy this glass and the other one, and perfect size for the glass. So cheers, everyone. Highland Park tonight, Malt of the Month. Cheers. Wee message there from Tom and Helen asking for the Sleeping Warrior. So here we go. See if I can find it. There and that one. Sleeping Warrior. Hey, hopefully that came across okay. That was the Sleeping Warrior, written by Mike Gill, and I got a message from Mike Gill once saying that he was really pleased to hear it on the Toast of the Dancer CDs. I remember him emailing, because he wrote it actually as a ballad, 4/4 tempo, and I always play it as a modern waltz because it's just the way I like to listen to it and hear it, and I think it's quite a lovely tune in either tempo. But it's really special and nice to get a message from Mike Gill himself saying that he enjoyed it, so that's good. Could have been worse, couldn't it? Could have been saying, what are you doing playing my tune like that? Right, here's a wee set of Irish reels for a dance, Irish Rover. This is a wee set of tunes that I made up off the cuff the other week. Was playing for a country dance and got to the Irish Rover and realised I left the set at home. So this is the tunes that we played, and actually it seemed to go down quite well. So I hope you enjoy it. Right. Whew, a selection of Irish tunes there for you. Sorry, I've not got pyjamas on tonight, as you'll notice if you've just seen me standing up. You might have seen a glimpse, you might not have. Yes, I'm in my shorts. Dangerous, I know. Good luck, Ross. Have a great gig down in Norwich. Hope you have a good time. Regards to Sandy and Sticks. Give them my best, and anyone else that's playing with you. Oh, sorry, that'll be the train sound there. I found something on this the other day that made me laugh when I found it. It's one way to clear a venue. If you're really having a really awful night, just do this. Or you could do this one. But you've got to watch for the jet flying over the top. I did not know that was on here till the other day. Right, Mum's messaged me. She told me to make sure I keep an eye on my emails tonight. So if you're looking, there's no single rooms left now for the Stagger In weekend. So if you've tried to get a single room, there's none left, I'm afraid. And there's only 2 double rooms left. After that, it's twin rooms, everyone. So 2 double rooms left for the Stagger In weekend, and after that it's twin rooms. So if you want them, get in touch. The email address is on the screen there, and say hello to Mum. I'm sure she'll look after you as much as she can. Right, a wee set of quick steps for you all. No idea what I'm going to play. Here we go. The drummer's got to have the last say, yeah. That's a wee set of quick steps for y'all. Great to see Bob King there. Hi, Bob. Long time no see. I hope that life's treating you well and you're keeping good health. And nice to see you on. Thanks very much for saying hello there. It's nice to see your name popping up. Stephen says he could hear Dean Martin singing along. Speaking of Dean Martin, why not? Well, we're just in that mode. And Lindsay says that Jamie and Daniel were having a good dance around the room to that one. See, you thought you got away with that, boys. Aye, caught. We've seen you dancing. And Janice has just tuned in from New Zealand. We've got a request as well to play Waltzing Matilda, so we'll do that as well. But first of all, a bit of Dean Martin here. We'll play this one for Fred as well. I know he likes this. It's getting warm tonight. The best sound at the Stagger Inn is that one. We decided, I was speaking to Dad on the phone before we started. He phoned me. He says, what's the motto of the month? Because he was getting himself prepared for the Stagger Inn tonight. And I looked at the bar and I thought we'll get rid of the ones that are nearly gone. So we're on this one here if you know the bottle. Lovely one. But cheers, everyone. Now, we've got some Highland dancing tonight, by the way. So keep your eyes peeled. Probably in about 10 minutes' time, they're all due to come in. But we've got a very special guest that's going to come into the studio tonight to do some Highland dancing. So we're looking forward to that. Something a wee bit different and something that you probably didn't expect to see tonight on the Stagger Inn either. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something here to do something a bit nicer. If this will work or not. I don't think it's going to do what I want it to do though. Right, plan B. Should always have a plan B. And this is it. It's a request from Helen to play something for her best friend ever, Inga, who is going to be, I think she's, the message disappeared ages ago, but I think she's on her way over to Shetland, so she asked me to play Waltzing Matilda. Gary says, Barry, are you sure? Gary, but no, Barry, no, Gary. Gary says to Barry, I have a few select litres of malt up here in Gala, but don't bring you in. Well, in that case, that's it. Fine then. Right, here's a wee rendition of Waltzing Matilda, hopefully. Tablet. I usually play with this with another tune. You'll all recognise it anyway. Right. Good to see Elaine on. Elaine, Mulholland, tuned in there, love Caledonia. Happy birthday, Shirley, and happy anniversary to you and Lou tuning in. We've also got a mention here to play a pipe tune for Ian Shepherd. He's just had a full knee replacement surgery today. So wishing Ian all the very best in a speedy recovery, and I'm sure that if he's able to get some medicine, that'll help the process along the line. Heather asked for a great 2-4 that I've not seen for a long time, and I wonder if it's on the computer here. Don't mind me, Tiger. Just chilled out cat. Chilled out cat. It's warm in here tonight because it's warm outside as well. I've got my wee fan going, but it's not doing very much. What is that tune called? Highland Wedding. Maybe. Where's my keyboard? I'm waiting for someone to laugh and say you're spelling it wrong, but I can't find the dots for it. We'll come back to it. Because I'd quite like to play Highland Wedding, because that would be a good tune for our Highland dancer. She's nearly ready. That would be a good one for our Highland dancer to play tonight. She can dance to that one. Maybe someone can help me out. So in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll have a wee set of good old Fergie jigs. Fergie wrote some fantastic music, and again, that's one of the things about music that we're so lucky to be left behind. So here's a set of Fergie jigs. Jig Run Rig, written for the band Run Rig, Maureen's Jig, and Ness Boffin. A wee tribute to Fergie. Sadly, never got to meet him, but you know what? He wrote some of the best tunes that we all know and we all listen to and enjoy. So, cheers, memory of Fergie, and all the other great musicians who we've sadly lost this week. We've lost Ian Wilson, a great piano player, played with many bands, including Ian Holmes, and Joan Blue. There's been a few recently, and Joe Aitken up there in the northeast. So a wee toast, I think, is in order, probably to absent friends and great musicians. Cheers. Mum's messaged me again. She told me to keep an eye on my messages tonight. She says, don't muck up. She says, keep an eye. No single rooms left. One double room left, and around 20 twin rooms left. So if you want a twin room, you've still got a chance to be in. But there's one double room left. So if you want a double room, you want a romantic weekend at the Stagger Inn social weekend, then now's your chance. Right, okay, if you haven't done so already, I would just like to say thank you very much to all those who have shared the video. It's much appreciated. If you can share the video, that would be great. There's a wee button that says share. It's got a wee arrow pointing to the side, and then you just click OK. And it means that maybe perhaps some people that double on Friday, then twin Saturday and Sunday might be... Could be an interesting one. If you haven't shared the video, please do share the music with everyone that's out and about there on social media. I'm sure they'll be quite happy to have a wee tune in and listen. So, especially, we're going to have some Highland dancing now. Now, one of our barmaids, Helen Stewart from Kelsey. Now, lots of people should know Helen, and she's looked after us all behind the bar. And Linda said that she would come along to the Stagger Inn tonight and give us a wee demonstration of some Highland dancing. So there she is. That's our Helen. She's probably going to kill me when she sees me. But there she is on the screen. Look at all the medals as well. Fantastic. So, especially for you, here's a wee rendition of a great pipe tune. So, we're looking for the kicks as well. Here's a wee pipe tune called Highland Wedding, hopefully. Big round of applause for Helen, everyone, for that great rendition of the Highland dancing. And Helen, I cannot disclose such information. However, if you speak to someone very close to you, that you probably tell no to phone each night between a certain time. But anyway, thank you very much for the photo, Linda. Cracking photo, and just so great to see all the medals as well, and not in the Highland attire. Brilliant. So what we're going to do, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to stop for a raffle, because we've not had a raffle for ages, and I thought you'd all be missing the raffle, so quite important to bring it back. Yes, is this the button I'm looking for? Right, I've not done this before on this machine, so I don't know how it's going to go, but it's a wee rendition of Highland Cathedral. There's a request for it before. Unfortunately, I can't always read the requests, I'm afraid, because the words shoot up and down the screen. So sometimes I do miss an important message or not. But this was in memory, I think, of someone. So if you are there, please feel free to write your comment back up there. But here's, especially for yourselves, is a rendition of, hopefully, Highland Cathedral. See where this goes, don't know. something like that without the. Oh, there's the note on the floor. I'll get that with the Hoover in the morning. I need a new Hoover. See the Henry Hoovers. Them Henry Hoovers are great, aren't they? But Keith says, my brother, my oldest brother, he says you're better with a shark. But I don't like sharks because they bite your leg off. Right. Boom, boom. It is warm. Very warm. Thanks, Effie. Glad you enjoyed that. Pest up in Shetland says, great recovery. Pest is a member of Wags, Wee Annie's gang. Aye, she's got a few of them out there. You have to keep an eye on them all. Hey Tiger, that right? Right, how about a wee set of garlic waltzes? Oh, and hello to Rena Mulholland. Good to see you again. I met up with Rena on Wednesday night, and it was fabulous to see you again. It's been a wee while, and yes, you looked fabulous. It was a great night. We were in the City Chambers in Edinburgh, and well, there's a lot of us, weren't there? Anyway, here's a wee set of garlic waltzes. Do you know the Corries used to sing that? So those Corrie fans, this is a worm in my ear. For the fans of the Corries out there, as well as being the mist-covered mountains of home, that was also, there's a song, and the only reason I found out it was a song was because one of my good friends from over in Germany, Wolfgang sang that at the end of one of the party nights at St Andrews one night. He came up to the piano and he said, "Can you play this tune about Hush?" And I thought he meant Hushabye Mountain from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, you know. Hushabye Mountain. But he came, no, it goes hush, hush, and it's got words to it, and it's a lovely piece of music. I've not played that for a very long time, Cecil. I don't know if I can still play it or not, to be honest, but I'll give it a shot. What's this one? That's not it. How'd you get that off? How'd you get it off? Oh. We'll just turn it off and back on, is probably the easiest thing. Right, okay, well, we reset. We're going to do the fun raffle, so get your tickets ready, please. If you've got a raffle ticket for tonight, then there you go, hush, hush, time to be sleeping, hush, hush, dreams will come sleeping. That's the one, Jamesy boy, 10 points to him on YouTube. He's in the YouTube lounge. In fact, here, you can have a free whiskey. Congratulations. Right, raffle prizes. First ticket is a tartan ticket, because they're all tartan at the Stagger Inn, and it's number 229. So the first person to shout mine gets the prize. And obviously these are great prizes. You've never had any of these prizes in your life. First person to shout mine, 229 for the first prize tonight at the Stagger Inn. Gosh, it's slow tonight coming in. Someone's bound to have it. Oh, there we go. Trouble wins. Congratulations, Trouble. You have won the first prize tonight, which is a toilet tube. Now, you can make a lighthouse with this. All the cadets are very good at making lighthouses with this. So I'll make sure that gets to you. Very valuable. Right, next prize is, it's quite a big prize. I'm going to show you what it is before. It is Bobby McLeod's Vintage Blend on LP. All the way from 1974. And the prize is number one. Number one on the raffle ticket tonight. If you have number one, you have won this fantastic LP. Oh, it's Helen Robinson in Shetland. Now, Helen, I forgot to tell you, the only thing is there's nothing inside it. But it'll make a good picture frame, so we'll get that on its way up to you. And we've got two more prizes. The next prize is number 640. 640. And it's Shona Lyle. Congratulations, Shona. You have won a cassette from the Inverurie Music Centre that was sold at £3.99, and it's 44 wartime favourites, including tunes like Goodbye Dolly Gray, Happy Wanderer, Take Me Back to Dear Old Blighty, and many more. But the star prize tonight, the last one, is number 725. And there's a high up one, 725. 725. Going, it's Grant McDougall. Congratulations, Grant. You have won an empty bottle of Highland Park. It's just what you've always wanted. You could actually put some fairy lights in here and light it up at night. I'm sure it'll look lovely sitting on a table. But that is on its way to you, Grant, an empty bottle of Highland Park. Now, I'm going to make my best ever shot at playing Lady Be Good for Cecil now that this has worked. And I'm not making any promises, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'm going to nip to the wee room underneath the stairs. Good bit of fun. Right, be with you in 2 minutes, everyone. I've got to go to a certain place that you all know on the Stagger Inn as Doon in the Wee Room underneath the stairs. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, wash your hands. Clap your hands. Aye, those were the days, that's where it started, wasn't it? Happy birthday to you, wash your hands. Happy birthday to you, wash your hands. Right, here we go. A wee tune from Springburn in Glasgow for you. This is exactly where I was a minute ago. Grant, I'll do my best in a minute. Here it goes. Oh, hey, don't want that. Right, if you know the words, join in. Right, here's a wee surprise. Ian McDougall, what are you still doing up at this time of night? Yes, I've seen you. See, I can see you sitting up in that chair listening to the Stagger Inn. Aye. Hope Grant's keeping you well topped up with a glass of juice. Now, Grant has asked me if I'll play your two tunes. So, these two tunes were written especially for Ian and Grant, because we were celebrating Ian's birthday at the Stagger Inn weekend, and Ian Thompson from Aberdeen, from the Crinnock Ceilidh Band, wrote a wonderful tune called Ian McDougall's Waltz and Grant McDougall's Waltz for your birthday. Now, I've had them at the side of the computer here ready to load them in the iPad, and I've not got round to it yet. So I'll do my very best shot at playing them both for you. And good night, Helen. Don't know how to say good night in Shetland. Bide do hae another good sleep. That'll do. Two beautiful tunes there, written by Ian Thompson, especially for Ian and Grant McDougall. And I hope you should be very proud of them. Really good tunes. Waltz off the McDougalls. Now the challenge is who's going to write the dance. There we go. Come on, Auntie Sheila. Auntie Sheila and Uncle Billy. Good evening, Vela. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Welcome to the Stagger Inn. And pull up a bar seat and have a dram, as they say. Great to see a new follower on YouTube tonight. Welcome to KL Jackson, tuning in from the USA. Welcome to the Stagger Inn. Got David Muckle there, and Thomas is on there as well. He thought I was going to play Dad's Army. Well, there's still time yet. There's still time for anything really at the Stagger Inn, isn't there? I've not seen Mary Kemp tonight. I'm hoping that she's okay. Maybe if she's tuned in, she can give us a wee message or a thumbs up or something like that, so we know that she's fine. In the meantime, feel free if you fancy a wee song. This is especially for our bar manager, Gary. Is Barry? No. Gary? No. Aye, Gary. tavern in the town. Because I've just played There Is a Tavern in the Town, I've forgotten what I was going to play. Ah, for Gary. Yes, that was it. We made it. Right, I forgot to tell you all earlier on. Dates for your diary. That's exactly what I meant to tell you. So if you've got a pen and paper handy, then feel free to write them down or just watch back. If you watch back and look at a couple of hours in, 9, 10, 10:49, so look for an hour and 50 minutes and you'll find it. So off the top of my head, I just laughed at Pat's comment. Hi Fred, not easy to hide me as you know. I've never seen a man that can eat 2 fish in the time it takes me to eat half a fish. Anyway, that's another story. Honestly, there's a tune coming there and it's no the Inside Out Fish Eater. Anyway, the dates for your diary coming up this year, I think it's Sunday the 4th of August is a day for Radio GH. It's going to be held in North Middleton Hall, which is bang on the A7. It's literally a turn off on the A7. You can't go wrong. And that's a day to fundraise and raise money for Radio GH and keep the great Scottish music running from that radio station, which was set up by myself and Derek many years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And I'd like to keep it going as long as we physically can. So we're having a day of live music. Come along and support it. It'll be, I think it's going to be £5 on the door plus raffles. But keep an eye on the Radio GH Facebook page and you'll find it. The next event after that is Sunday the 8th of December. We're going to be having a Stagger Inn Christmas dance. So it starts with a craft fair. We've got a craft fair in the morning from about 10 o'clock until 12:30. So if you're interested in having a stall at the craft fair, please email the same message as what's pinned right now at PamelaGalloway18@gmail.com. So if you want a Stagger Inn craft table at the craft fair on the 8th of December this year in the Salutation Hotel, email Mum. There will be room discounts available for the Sunday night, and there's a meal and a dance, or those tickets will go on sale first, and then later on in the year just solo dance tickets will go on sale, but priority will be to the ones that are having the Christmas dinners, because it's a Stagger Inn Christmas night out, day out even. Next year, Stagger Inn Easter weekend, £325 a person for free night stay at the Salutation Hotel with dancing and all sorts of fun and friendship. £75 non-refundable deposit. Get in touch with Mum on the same email below. I'm just using your email, Mum, because it's on the screen, so it makes life a bit easier. But email Mum. There's only twin rooms left now, so you'll need to find a pal and share your room. And then next year, now Linda and Helen, I hope that you two are listening to this especially. I have made inquiries, and it'll be the last weekend in June to the first weekend in July, I think. But we have... Andrew Knight just messaged me something in a foreign language. We have a trip to Shetland planned, a Stagger Inn outing, very, very limited places because we're taking a wee bus. But After the discussions at the Stagger Inn weekend, I have made inquiries, and it'll be a trip to Shetland in the summer. Lovely crossing on the boat, and we'll have some music from the Accordion and Fiddle Club. We'll also have a couple of dances and a lot of sightseeing and touring around Shetland. So keep your eyes peeled for that next year. That's all I have to report, I think, for the dancing. Right, a request for Ingram's 35. So here we go. Play it with a few other tunes too. Oh, get a numb bum. How did that sound with echo, eh? I'm glad that you liked that variation, Iris. That was especially for yourself. I've been practicing that for months, actually. Right, here's another bottle that's nearly empty. So, if your malt of the month, it's now changed, everyone. So, if you want an order, speak to Helen, Bab, or any other bar lady, Sheila. But it's now, this is a very old one actually. This arrived in the Stagger Inn before I moved into the Grove for Fred. But this is Tomatin Legacy. Tomatin Legacy. It's been a long time since I had a dram of this. So, if you want a bottle, I mean a nip, speak to any of the bar staff. Didn't speak to Gary because he's actually under the table and he's eating dreamies. God knows why. Why would you want to eat dreamies? Right, set of reels. That's quite annoying getting the cable stuck in my bellows that kept pulling my headphones off. I need to put it behind or something. That's better, I think so. Now I am warm, very warm. Fred, by the way, you'll need to go back to the lounge because Pat was talking to you and you've walked away and left him. And now he's left you a question and you've not answered it. So you'll need to go back to the lounge and speak to him. Oh, I forgot to put water in that. Oh. I'm sorry, people who drink whiskey neat, but God help you. Oh, that's much nicer. Right, request from the bar manager. We'll let you off seeing as you had no PowerPoint tonight. This is from you to Kellen. See, words don't work. Helen and Kelsey. Kellen. So, it's the Grey Ceramic Polka by Ian McPhail, hopefully. Right, I'm going down to the wee room underneath the stairs, and when I return, I'm going to play a tune for Jim Watson. Fit you like, Jim. Fits you. Fit you doing the night, Jim. I'm going to get this language sorted, yes. Far you comfy, Jim. Jim and Irene came for Aberdeen to Bonkery the other night. We had a great night at Bonkery. I love that accent, it's great. Jim Watson, Shetland Two-Step by Neil Hardy. Right, it's in front of me, so when I come back, it's there ready to go. So, all together now, ladies and gentlemen, do it in the wee room, get singing, and we'll be back in a minute. Right, Iris, I hope you're still there. This is especially for you. Jim Watson's Shetland, two-step written by Neil Hardy. This'll come on eventually, like. Oh, we forgot to do. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. I'm just waiting on this turning back on. I turned it off just to be safe. I hope you're all enjoying yourself, by the way. You're all very quiet tonight on Facebook. In fact, if you're still listening, tell me where you're listening from, unless it's your bed. I'm no bothered, but I'm tuned in from my bed tonight in Stonehaven, and my name's Aye. How amazing is that? How many people are tuned in, by the way? There's Gabor tuned in Budapest and Hungary, and it's already tomorrow. We've got Budapest, Ontario, Ontario, Canada. Galicians, Gully, I'm Company Gala. You know Melrose, Gully. Blackburn, Lancashire, not Scotland. Brough, Mossbank, Bolton, Troon, Inverurie. This is amazing. Lincolnshire, Clackmannanshire, that's near Fife, Alloa. Kinghorn, Fife, Largo Ward, North Yorkshire, Rhode Island, USA. The smallest state but huge history. The gateway to the Highlands. Aberdeen, Hawick. That's amazing, isn't it? I'm Um, isn't it Scalawa? Scalawa. Isn't it amazing how many people are tuned in, heading to the wee room at the top of the stairs? No under them, been watching you on the telly in Dumfries. Susan Briers, good night. Hope you have a great night. Bilston, locally in Bilston, there's a miners club there. Alistair from Dalncross. Isn't that amazing? At nearly 11:15 at night, you're all still tuned in listening to me waffle on. Is there nothing else on the TV? No. Melrose looks a great wee place. More bars than anything. Sounds good. Minehead. Raymond says, what about Minehead? We'll not forget Raymond. Someone asked for the Bluebird Polka before, but unfortunately I don't have it. So I can't help you, I'm afraid. But there's Greenlaw. Eileen and Greenlaw. Right, here's something. See what comes to my head. chair, everyone. Can't. Oh, that's better. That's better. Oh, that's the highest it goes. Jamesy, there's a couple of places you can get your box fixed. Top of the list, probably John Douglas and Dumfries. You're about in Glasgow, you know. Are you in Glasgow? Do you know what? Comfy chair, eh? Comfy chair. Right, here's a John. Speaking of John Leslie, let's have a wee selection. If it wasn't for John Leslie, can you hear me with that or not? If it wasn't for John Leslie, I wouldn't be sitting here playing the box. So let's have a selection of tunes that John taught me, and I'll do my very best at playing them. Although if he's tuned in, you'll be thinking, "Oh gosh." I said it in Bankery Club as well that without John Leslie, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you playing the box. Neither would Scott Leslie, Grant Leslie, Sandy Leggett, Marion Anderson, Ian Hudson, Robin Hamilton, Alistair Lane. Where's it? Get it. Get it. Get it. Action. That's why it's called Tiger. Right, here we go. Before I get attacked, everyone, sorry, I've got to feed Tiger. Look at the face light up. Now you'll not attack me. He says, "I'm going to eat you, Dad. I'm going to eat the accordion and I'm going to eat you after it." Hello. You've suddenly come to life, haven't you? You go jump up. Jump up. Up. No. We'll get him to do some party tricks, right? Yeah, John will be sleeping tonight. It was so nice to see him the other day. Me and Alistair Lane went along to see him in this house. Up. Right, party trick. Up. Up. If you don't get up, you don't get it. If you don't get up, you don't get it. This is your fitness regime. There we go. Yum. Well done. There's a couple to say well done. You can thank all your loyal fans. I cannot believe the postie knows how to get Dreamies here to Tiger Galloway, but here you go. He does. You can't have eaten them already. No, there's one there, look. Right, sticking with some of John Leslie's tunes here. Let's see where we end up. It's been a wee while since I've played some of these, so. How about Barask? Right, before we go back to the Scottish stuff, I'm going to do one more John Leslie one. It's the one that I've always dreamt of playing correctly. And it's a tune called Hot Points, written by, I think it's P. Rossini. And Hot Points, to me, is a train going down the track. But there's always one bit that I really muck up in it, so you'll probably work out which bit it is. And wish me luck. And after this, we're going to the crack at Clashmore Hall, I can tell you that right now. I'll sit on the edge of my seat as well. Let's go for which one? That one. That's the train. See you at the end, everyone. Cheers. Happy Stagger In. See you at the end, mate. Right. Well, I said it. After that, how can you follow that? Well. Well, do you know how much it feels nice to be back in my own seat? I've just got to. There's a few messages here. Let's have a quick look and see. Andrzej, how come Dad can see the Northern Lights? A waiting list for single rooms for those that are going to the Stagger Inn. Just if you're tuned in. There must be an amazing light show outside, and I'm in here playing the Stagger Inn. And all these pictures are popping up online with the Northern Lights outside. Unbelievable. Well, do you know what? I'll stay with you all, but I'm glad that everyone's enjoying the show, and I'll have a look outside when I finish. It might still be there. Who knows? But I'm glad you're enjoying it. Great to see Gordon Shandon there. Oh my goodness me. In fact, speaking of Gordon, in here should be somewhere. We tribute to one of my own pals. Right, here's a wee set that we put together ages ago, and I've not got the pedals, so you're gonna have to forgive me because there's no other way that I can physically do it apart from tapping the page. But this is a wee tribute to Ali Mac. Ali Mac was a great friend, great drummer, played with the Wallachmore Keeley band, Colin Dure's band, many other bands, and I only met him in the Park Bar in Glasgow, and we just struck a chord, and ever since then we just got on so well. And I miss Ali. He was one of a kind, a real gent. So the first tune is Ballymastocker Bay, which is where Ali's ashes were scattered, followed by a tune by Gordon called Ali Mac. And if I can make it into McPhail from Benesson from Feeling Barbara, I will. But I don't know how it's going to go. I'm going to have to tap the screen because my pedal's in the car. But it's a lovely tune that you should all enjoy. And think of a great drummer, Ali Mac, if you know him. Cheers, Ali. That tune, all of them. Ali was just such a great guy, and he drank lime and soda. He lime and soda. He liked the cider though. And I met Ali the first time I went to the back bar, Merino Day. I met him, and we just struck a chord. And every time I met him at a gig, he would pull out a big steak pie out the back of the boot. Say, "I've got this from the butcher's for you." But Ali's favourite words were jumping. Oh, it's jumping, jumping, magic, jumping, jumping. But good memories. A great guy, very sadly missed in the Scottish dance scene. And his tempos were second to none. You know, you could just sit with Ali and it would swing like magic. And I remember the latter days of Ali, he says, I'm going to come over and do a gig. And he came over with me and we played as well as we could. And Bobby Colgan helped us out. And he came to Newton Grange Club. That was the final time that I had a tune with Ali. And I'll tell you someone, if anyone could make the brushes swing on the drums, it was Ali. He really knew how to make them swing. Great guy, and big miss. But great tunes there. Alan Smith, Gordon Shandon, Freeland Barber wrote them tunes, and that's my wee tribute to Ali that I like to play now and then. So we're going to continue on, because you're all still here at the Stagger Inn. You must be bored. There must be nothing on the TV. Is Britain's Got Talent no on or something like that? No? There's still, between YouTube and Facebook, there's still 200 odd people tuned in. Dearie me. Pat Walsh, come on, I mean, get your keyboard out and have a tune. In fact, as soon as you're tuned in, Pat, I'm going to play a set of Irish stuff for you. But my thing's tuning up again, so I've got to let it tune up. Anyway, what a fabulous sight outside. I'll not be singing in Eurovision, I can tell you that. Right, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be back in 2 minutes. I want to go and have a wee nose at the lights outside, so I'll be back in a minute. Right, I had a look outside and all I could see was sweet fruit juice. So, here we are. If you've got Northern Lights, enjoy them. Right, I've left it on manual mode for the last wee while, so if you want a tune, chuck it up in the box. I'll do my best to play it, but we're starting off with a set of tunes. Oh, there he is. What time do you call this to come in? Hey. Bit late at this time of night, eh? Right, here's someone coming to the room here, so we'll have to play his tune. So this is a wee tune that I wrote recently for a good friend, a laird actually, a laird. And that's Laird Morton McBurney. So we'll start off with a tune, Morton's March as Master, and then chuck your tunes in the box, and if I can play them, I'll play them, and if I can't play them, I'll know. Right, here we go.